Yellow everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. So this week I'm gonna paint on this little bag. I thought it was perfect because it was already white and everything, and I had this for like 2 years thinking I was gonna paint it, and I never painted. So this year is gonna be the year. So for this project I'm gonna paint the Starry Night from Van Gogh. Just because I've already done it when I was in high school and I really love the result, but also because I thought it would look so pretty on this. So let's go!
So before starting in this video, there's not gonna be a lot of blah blah, just because I don't think there's a lot to say, but you can still hear my beautiful voice if you'd like so. So for this project, I need to stuff this thing up so all my surfaces are nice and easy to paint on. I just took my trash and took some leftover paper to stuff it in the compartment. And with that, we can start painting. So like I said, it's not my first time recreating the Starry Night of Van Gogh. But the last time I did that, I was in high school, so maybe like 7 years ago or so. And even though it was on a smoother surface, I had to do it on a balloon of a hot air balloon, so it was still challenging back then. I can show you guys how it looks like. I don't have the base of the balloon anymore, but I still have the balloon. So there it is. It's still a little bit lumpy because it was made out of papier-mâché, and I can just do what I can with papier-mâché. But I just took the analysis that I did back then and just changed it a little bit for this painting. So yeah, I tried to reuse the trick I used back then, but the fabric really wasn't cooperating. Which was fine. I kind of figured it wouldn't. It would have just been way easier if it would have. So changing my idea of how I was going forward, I just tried to remind myself what was important to make it a Van Gogh work. And really, it only comes down to seeing every brush stroke that you do, which wasn't really my problem. My problem was the color were blending into each other. So even though I was doing the best I could not make it look like I wanted. So my solution was to go with smaller brush stroke and go with different color even though they were not really on the painting. So after doing what I called the mountain, I was thinking really hard on how to make the clouds. There's just so much on the painting, but with the amount of space that I have and the fact that I'm cramping a full painting on a bag, and on top of that I'm trying to give it all the elements that makes it the painting, I did end up figuring out how much cloud I wanted to put, and I think it looks just right for the bag. So after doing the cloud with some blue, turquoise, white, and various colors that didn't blend together but looked good together, I jumped to the moon and the stars. I didn't want to do too much of the sky before arriving to that part, because the line in the sky needs to follow the outline of the stuff in the sky. That means the star and the clouds. Don't think I'm explaining that well, but I think you get the logistic of it. So again, I'm having a hard time with the yellow because the color are just blending into each other so bad. But at least I only really have to work with the moon because the little star are easier to work with. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this project. So I'm just gonna let a little music play in the background and I'll see you for the final shots.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. Send my best friend an apologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright. And my ex from high school still looks just the same as she did back in 2009. Not gonna wait till the morning, let's never put the night on ice. Never put the night on ice.